unfortunate, like you don't have any on your shoulder.
Yeah, I think you can't think about that. Not only at quarterback, but any position. You know, once you add more pressure to it, you start to mentally lock up and do things that aren't in your realm. And so I think personally, I'm trying not to think of anything of that nature. Just go out there, play my game, have fun with my guys. I mean, I'm starting an NFL game, so that's pretty freaking cool.
How helpful has Zach been this week, just kind of sharing some advice?
Yeah, Zach's been awesome. Zach's been locked in. He's been at every meeting. You know, he's done a great job of staying engaged and being around the guys and still leading from afar. And he's there with whatever me or Josh needs, and he tells me what he sees and things of that nature. Like I hinted to last week, we have a great dynamic in the QB room, and he's kept on adding to it.
When you went back and watched last game, were there things that you saw specifically that you could have done differently, you want to do differently?
Oh, yeah, just like in any game, any quarterback is going to have some that they want back and things that they thought they could have done differently. But there were some good things, and there were some things that we got corrected, and there are some things we can build upon. And I think that's what we did a great job of on Monday, and then we turned the page, and now we're getting ready for Cincinnati.
What are some things that you've seen on film defensively that some of the challenges that Cincinnati presents?
I think they're a very talented football team from top to bottom. I think they make you earn it on defense. They do what they do well, and they've been in the system for a couple years now. They've all played together for a couple years, so they play well together and they play hard. So it'll be a good test for us as a football team. And I think if we go out there and we execute the game plan, I think we'll be in it.
With Flacco coming in, do you kind of see this as your one chance to sort of prove yourself?
I think as a backup, whenever you get the chance to start, that's your chance to prove yourself. I don't think Joe coming in changes anything like that. I think Joe was here last year. I have a great relationship with Joe. I'm excited to see him again and rekindle some stuff and talk some crap to him about ping pong and things of that nature. But no, I don't think Joe coming in changes anything. You know, I've told myself from the beginning of the week, I just want to go out there and do my job and help this team win.
Have you talked with him since he got traded?
Yeah, I talked to him. I texted him when he got traded. I think it was Tuesday, or Wednesday, whatever it was. And yeah, we talked a little bit, and we've been FaceTiming and seeing virtually in meetings, and it's been fun.
You have a favorite memory from your high school championship game?
High school championship game. Wow. Yeah, I mean, one winning was off like the final snap, taking a knee and celebrating with the guys. But hey, I'll never forget. That's funny you say that. We ran double slant to my friend Emmanuel Soto to take the lead. We were down like 17-0, and we hit it probably like 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter on the left side, probably around like the 7-8 yard line. So that way, when we finally took the lead, that was pretty fun.
That pass set up the go-ahead touchdown?
No, that was the go-ahead touchdown.
Oh, how many yards was it?
I think it was from like the 6 or 7 yard line.
How much time left?
Probably like 7 or 8 minutes left. We ran the clock out at the end, and they went on like a desperation 2-minute drive, and we stopped them.
Mike, what can you learn from having a guy like Joe, you're a veteran quarterback, in the room as a young quarterback? How does that help the room?
Right. I think, well, first, Josh has been here, and Josh has taught us a lot. Josh has been in the system multiple times, multiple places, and he's seen a lot of football. He's been around a lot. So Josh has been awesome, and I alluded to it on Sunday. He was awesome for me on the game, and then Joe as well. Joe's seen a lot of football and won a lot of games, won a Super Bowl. So just when you get guys that have been around a lot, you try to pick their brain, and then situations come up in practice or on the film that they can tell you, well, when I was in this situation versus this defense or this look, this is what I did, and this is what I liked about it, didn't like, and just all things of that nature. So anytime you get a guy that's been around for a long time, it's beneficial.
Have you gotten a lot of like texts, phone calls, whatever, from people in your past about
yes.
what happened this week, and what's that been like?
Yeah, it's been cool. I mean, you get a lot of messages. Obviously, after the game, I had a lot, and then leading up to this week, and once it was announced that I was playing, I got a lot. But it's been cool. Everybody's been super supportive, and it's been awesome.
When you were in high school, you were a really good pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, the baseball aspect of it, could you have imagined that you would not only not be pitching, but you'd be in the NFL and now a starting quarterback?
Oh, it's crazy. I talked to all my friends that are in the major leagues, like Louis Gourmet, the second baseman for the Mets. We played together a long time, and we were talking the other day. And it's funny how growing up I was all baseball, and then somewhere in high school our paths I went football, everybody else kept baseball. So, yeah, when you put it like that, it's crazy. I was talking to Josh Johnson the other day, and I was telling him he might be in the NFL longer than I've played football now, just from starting in high school and things of that nature. So it's cool when you look back on it and think of it that aspect. It's pretty funny.
You made the right decision. I would say.
I'd like to think so. Yeah.
When you were in college, when you transferred from USF to Western Kentucky, what went into that, and how do you think that helped you get to this point in your
Right.
life?
So I played my first 2 years, true freshman, true sophomore year at USF, and then we made a change in offense to kind of more of a zone read, running quarterback type style of offense, and that didn't fit my skill set. So I decided to transfer, and that's how I got to Western Kentucky and just being able to develop under Jeff Brom, who played a number of years in the NFL, and we ran NFL-type concepts. We might have got to it from a spread offense, high-tempo type of formations and things of that nature, but I got to develop as a quarterback, and I got a lot better, and I was able to carry that on in the NFL and just keep getting better and better.
What skill sets or techniques from growing up a pitcher have kind of helped translate onto the football field?
I think obviously as a pitcher throwing the ball, so that helps, and being able to change arm angles when you got to maneuver a defensive end or an RPO that you're trying to get around a guy. So any type of arm angles I think is the real biggest aspect that I've been able to translate, and just being a rotational athlete. That's where your throwing comes from, your throwing power comes from as a quarterback, is your ability to rotate, and I got that from baseball.
Take a couple more.
Kind of going back to what Dennis said, when you get that call from the Blue Jays and you decide, I don't really want to maybe do baseball, did you ever think one day you'd be standing here at the podium?
Yeah, definitely in the back of my mind, that was my ultimate goal. Any kid growing up playing athletics, your ultimate goal is to reach a professional level. So it's funny, just playing through college, my whole goal in college was just to play and win. And then after my junior year, we had some success, and then agents were calling me asking if I was leaving early, and then scouts were coming. That was never really in my forefront. I was just winning and winning. That's all I really cared about, and then the rest would take care of itself. So just looking back on it, it's kind of cool to watch the whole process and my mindset going into it, and where I am now. It's pretty cool.
What's the journey been like for you in the NFL? I mean, you're drafted by the Cowboys, then you're on this practice squad for a couple of years. Now you're starting. What's that been?
Yeah, so it's any backup's career is always going to be ups and downs, changing teams, offenses, and things of that nature. But yeah, after I got released by the Cowboys and signed here to P Squad, and then last year up on active, P Squad up, there's been a lot of ups and downs. But I think personally, I'm proud of how I handled it and persevered and kept continuing to work my tail off and get better and put myself into this situation.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Mike, real quick, just a fact question. What year did you first play quarterback? How old were you?
In high school,
High school.
so
You never played before high school?
no. Mm-mm.
Who did y'all beat in the championship game?
In Florida,
Yeah.
Madison County,
Madison County?
they're up in like the Panhandle.
Okay.
Yep.
CJ, so with a backup quarterback, does a